I could never be capable of unaliving someone. But I think right now, everyone would choose to disagree. Hi guys, it's Snowbyrde. Everyone's freaking out about the dead body in this room, but I just know one thing. I wasn't the one who unalived them. I mean, if I did something like this, you'd be able to see the guilt on my face a mile away. I'd confess immediately. But of course, they don't know that. And the way they're looking at me right now is kinda concerning me.
Oh god, Snow. What did you do?
Guys, I swear to God, it's not me. You believe me, right? Guys?
I'm sorry, but you're literally drenched in their blood.
We have to call the cops. We can't listen to her any longer. Who knows? We might be next.
Guys, please hear me out. Just tell the cops it wasn't me. Cause it wasn't. At least you believe me, right? Ice-T?
I don't know. I'm sorry, Snow.
Guys! 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 And that's how I found myself in the back of a cop car on a long ride to the police station. And because of the traffic, it seems like I'm gonna have plenty of time to spare. Funnily enough, this is the first time I don't feel as guilty as I usually do. Because as long as I could remember, I've always felt like a terrible, terrible person. And the guilt of that weighs me down. Anxiety and guilt are generally one of the worst feelings on earth. Sometimes just the smallest things make me overthink like crazy. The blood feels like it's draining out of my body. I'm drenched in sweat, my heart is racing, and my stomach is twisting and turning in pain. And most of the time, I can't even escape it. Watching videos to distract myself or journaling and expressing it, the thoughts just don't leave my head. It's like I'm being taunted by my own mind. Even if I try to express it to my friends, I just get this horrible feeling that I'm gonna see the judgment in their face and that I'll know I really screwed up, and that's why I keep it inside. And you're probably wondering, Jesus, what did you do that was so bad to make you feel that way? That's the worst part. It's usually nothing. Sometimes I'd have a genuinely nice conversation with someone where we're both laughing and having fun, and then I go home and I lay in bed and I think about it. And I'm like, I shouldn't have said that. They look really hurt when I said it too. I must have sounded so rude. I bet they think I'm a horrible, horrible person. And it keeps going and going and going until I text the person myself. Hey, I'm so sorry about being rude today. Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's usually just a blip in time for them, but it ends up being a nightmarish few hours for me. Honestly, it's always social situations that make me feel this way. I mean, when I was younger, I used to struggle so bad talking to people. I could never make eye contact with anyone. I'd stare at my feet or the wall behind them. And thankfully, as I got older, it got a lot better, but I still have those moments of that social guilt that weighs me down. I shouldn't be texting her so much. I feel like I'm annoying her. Oh my god, I borrowed money from them without even thanking them properly. I feel like such a dick. Oh geez, that joke must have hurt their feelings. I feel so bad for being so rude. I don't know why I'm lying to everyone. I need to learn to shut up.
Why am I so
I feel like I'm a really bad person. It's a lot.
Kid, I'm gonna need you to shut up. We're almost here.
Like I said, officers, I didn't do it. I just saw the body on the floor and everyone just rushed in and started accusing me. It's all a big misunderstanding.
Well, we want to believe you, but, why were you covered in blood?
I touched them in shock. It doesn't mean I unalived them.
Right, Miss Snowbyrde, is it?
It's actually Snowbyrde.
Yes, of course. Miss Snowbyrde. All your little YouTuber friends are suspects too. They're all getting interrogated as we speak.
That's right. And we want to know one thing. What exactly makes you not the killer?
That's a great question. And if I'm being honest, if I kill them, I'd be acting more like...
Oh, that's an interesting reason.
You know what? While we're at it, maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but I think a decent amount of guilt is a healthy thing, don't you think? I mean, usually, Feeling guilty about something can be a good thing. It means you realize that you messed up. And it's a sign that you want to do better, right? Because when you think about it, there are some really evil people out there who should be feeling guilty about what they're doing, but they don't. And they never change or do better because they don't care. They can just ruin someone's entire life and it wouldn't even destroy a wink of sleep for them. I'll take that as something. Even though I feel like shit, at least I'm not an evil demon that doesn't care about who I'm hurting. It doesn't mean I'm perfect, but it also means that I can't possibly be the killer. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be able to live with the guilt, dude. But yeah, I don't know why they'd kill Alpaca Sir, but all I'm guilty of is just hiding a secret that I really shouldn't. I would argue that a lot of people feel bad about harmless things.
I ate my sister's homework and blamed it on the dog.
I talk to myself a lot when I'm alone. Yeah, and sometimes I get into full-blown arguments with myself. Shut up. No, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you.
My mom called me stupid for failing my math test. So I used her entire credit card on Roblox. I'm rich!
I'm sure we've all had friends who tell us they're overthinking about something, and when they tell us, it doesn't seem like so much of a big deal. But sometimes, maybe the guilt makes sense.
Can I be forgiven too if I did something really bad? I ended someone's life.
It's a hard thing to even think about. The fact that there may be times where you can't tell yourself it's okay and that I'm overthinking it. Because sometimes you really do screw up. And maybe it's not okay. It feels like sinking into a pit of tar, knowing that apologizing and pleading for forgiveness would only be for yourself and not for the other person. Sometimes no amount of sorries and genuine change can fix what happened. It's almost like glass in that way. Sometimes you accidentally break it and you try your best to fix it, but it'll always remain a little different than it already was. A relationship can change by just one single thoughtless choice, a sentence, or even a word. And I'm scared of those situations. How do you live with yourself knowing you truly can't go back and change things? That there's no undo button. You do something and you see the pain on their face, knowing that they'll never be the same after that. That maybe it changed something inside them forever. Something like trust, or their view of you, or their life. Maybe when you heard my last few sentences, you thought to yourself, just don't be a dick and hurt anyone. Easy. Well, I beg to differ.
The unaliving of mega-famous YouTuber Alpaca Sir has struck fear into many hearts. Many YouTubers have started to wonder if they too are next. And that's why, for today's episode, we have an exclusive interview with the main suspect, Snowbyrde. Snowbyrde, what do you have to say for yourself?
I feel like with the internet and media, a lot of us like to think we have a pretty good moral compass. I mean, let's be real. Who hasn't judged some random celebrity's life choices? I've heard people get mad at celebrities over bad takes and say they hate them because of it. I think it's just pretty easy for us to judge someone from afar when we're far removed from them. I'm not saying evil people should be forgiven for doing evil things, but what I want to say is, ordinary people like you and me are capable of making bad choices without even realizing it. I mean, unfortunately, that's just the human experience. I've had moments where I've said and done pretty stupid stuff and I regret it. And all I can do is learn and grow from it. I feel like so many of us forget humans are really flawed. No one is perfect. Maybe some of us are just better at hiding it than others. And honestly, I just believe in change and growth. Even if you've done pretty crappy stuff in your life and one fine day you wake up and realize you want to change, I feel like you deserve the chance to do better. Some people are obviously not gonna forgive you for it, but at the end of the day, you gotta change yourself because you want to be a better person. for the people you love and care about, right? I can tell you one thing for certain. Being persecuted for a crime you didn't commit isn't fun. Sometimes it doesn't matter what the truth is. People just believe what they want to believe.
Look at her face. She doesn't look guilty at all. It's so cruel.
I know I'm innocent, but I'm starting to wonder if they're right. Because after all, I am a terrible, terrible person. Things are looking kinda grim. My lawyer is tweaking the hell out. The judge is jealous of me because he's bald and I'm not. And everyone thinks I did it. It's kind of weird how I know I didn't commit the crime, but seeing how disappointed and angry people are at me, I can't help but feel guilty. But I feel like this is all wrong. Because clearly everyone thinks I'm this cruel unaliver, and that's not what I am. I guess it was time I realized that people's perceptions of me are just that, perceptions. I'm sure there's value in other people's words, but sometimes you know yourself the most, right? For once, I want to decide who I am. The killer is staring right at me, the judge has made up his mind, and I know that whatever's gonna happen, I won't let it try to control my fate. I'm sure in some people's eyes, I'm always gonna be a villain despite my efforts. I guess I can't change what they think of me. In a weird way, it feels freeing. I don't want to be a good person or a bad person. I just want to be a person. Because at the end of the day, we're all humans. I'm gonna screw up and disappoint someone no matter how hard I try not to. And it's not gonna be easy, but I want to try letting this guilt inside me go. Guilt is a powerful feeling. It can change so much about the way a person acts. It's so painful, but sometimes it can lead you in the right direction. But this guilt has held me down for way too long. It's been weighing heavy on me, and I think that's one thing I want to unchain myself from. I mean, after all, I have plenty of time on my hands. It's not the end of the world. I think I'm gonna keep learning and trying to be better for myself because I deserve to be happy, and so do you.